to on oneself. The right ones from above and beneath the room come to one to say what needs to be said, what I need to hear from my soul to my mind, to my 3D, to this frequency, to this reality. At the end of the day, one only does what's being requested. At the end of the moment, one will always continue to do what one must do as it's encoded within one's soul to be fully activated in any time frame that one is found on Earth or whatever planet or universe we reside at the moment. We speak as soul-wise, not as vessels. Vessels pertain to this Earth due to we are embody them at the moment to be as conqueror, I don't know what that is, to be able to be part of Earth. We can't show our true selves because most people won't be able to understand. I'll be locked up in a box trying to figure out what the fuck I am. But let's figure that one out as a vessel, as a human, but not human at all. More than that, more so powerful that man, even the body reflects outerly moments. Yeah. Once again, this is for myself, for oneself, for why. Those that come across, it's a pleasure that you even heard my voice. Be respectful, be generous. That I even took the moment for myself to come and speak, as one is here for one reason, and I understand that. I might not understand at the moment before, trying to figure out so much, stuck in an illusion, not an illusion, but in a phase of trying to accomplish something that wasn't for me to accomplish, for the other individuals to heal and love themselves and accomplish their own path. I need to love myself. I'm healed. Love myself, continue on my path, and accomplish what I was created by myself, as I am in divine union with my creator. I am in union with my divine universe. I am only in contact with the higher ones. I only obey commands that come from my creator as is encoded within me, as is whispered through the airs to whatever frequency needs to be reached to one, and has really always have been received and fully understood. No blockages of any form. As my sacred chakra, to all my chakras are fully aligned and balanced. All that is sent to me comes to me, and it blessing, even no matter what the intentions were. Once it comes to my hands, it becomes a blessing. Only multiplies its greater value with my presence. Okay. As oneself, always to remind one that we are loved, we are truly loved by the one that was created us, by the one that we have within our soul, that we fully connect to the love that we have as we are main source of our own destiny, as we have been co-creating with our universe to have everything on the steps. If one understood what that meant, one frequentized it to the higher level, one changed one thought, one rearranged one's sentences to come to its full potential, to come to its fully come to what it was meant to be, to come fully of joy, happiness. We understand there is sorrow, we understand there is pain, we understand there is a moment of grief, a moment of confusion, but it was always a moment. It was never meant to be for the rest of your life. It was never meant to be the story that you keep telling yourself every moment. It's only that moment that you needed to, a moment of tear, a moment to heal, a moment to look at the wounds that you had within you, to understand why they were created, to understand why do they still hurt, why do they still continue to hurt, and to understand that for oneself. I forgot to see around myself, to understand that I've never been left alone, to understand that I walk alone on the lands that is earth, vessel-wise. But with soul, spiritually, I've always been with the great ones. I've always been protected. I've always been with great companions beside one. And to understand the lovers that I had for a moment or two were just lessons. They weren't my fucking story. They weren't my all. They were just a moment to teach or to be taught, to learn or to give a lesson, to show how much more there was. To see that my love was the one that counted the most. To show that I needed to love myself more. Not the one that came across my path. Not the one that shared my time and gave my love and all that I could. But it was never accepted how it was meant to be received. Because they were not felt worthy enough to even love themselves. So how can you love someone or something that it cannot love itself? And I took that for myself too. How can I continue to love myself fully when I allow myself to give my time, my joy, my happiness to someone that did not value it how it was meant to? Someone has to remove themselves gracefully, as I always have, and start loving myself. And I will attract my divine love, the love that my universe has for one, the one that only matters, the only one that counts in my books. The other ones were just time. A time of lecture, a time of lesson, a time to endure, a time to release. Oh man. How I desire to continue to move forward, continue to do all that I came here to do, to fully see what my soul was always meant to do, all that greatness that I see that has been shown to me. And once again, for the dreams that I have encountered, all that try to drown one in one dream cannot be successful. As one comes from everything, as one learns how to dabble with the elements of earth, one learn how to bend them to one's favor, one learn how to earn the true instructions that comes to be one to the elements. Those that don't understand, I don't give a fuck. I know what the fuck I speak of. I know what the fuck I could do. And when the time comes to come, I will show how beautifully and gracefully I always have the power to manipulate everything to the frequency of the highest, to manipulate the energies that come around one to come to a lifting, not to the moment to come to destruction or distress, or to have a word with me to be disrespectful. And the way your mouth will not allow you to release certain words, because at the end of the day, you harsh words towards me, the punishment that comes forth to that soul that desire to harm one will be greatly, not by my instructions, but the instructions of those that come to protect one. And once again, they have the power of will, they have free will to do what they must do, as they were created, as they were sent to do what it must, to continue to allow one, my great self, my ancient soul, to always smile everywhere that one goes, to always have everything is needed before it's being requested, as that soul is there to serve one's higher self. As the souls continue to evolve, we'll continue to realize what souls come here and what souls contain the power, what souls contains that very high awakening in the spirit world. Earthly people don't understand, but spiritually, they honor, they bow down, they pay their respects, and they understood that moment was a gift from the universe itself. And that's how I want to feel every time I see my reflection, as my reflection is a reminder that I am a higher self. I have frequencies and the higher frequencies of the higher ones, from the earth to the to the universe. Every planet that the core is sensing my soul, as in ways I connected too deeply to earth. As I continue to heal, I continue to heal itself. As where my soul needs to go, I am moved. I rapidly find myself arriving in the location that I must be there. One vessel doesn't understand, but it happens because the universe unravels it rapidly, because the soul has its dues to do on earth. Nothing will combine, nothing will block what the soul came here to do. Whatever lands, it must recite at the moment or time for a season, or everything that needs to be done, it is done gracefully, because the universe unravels those that need to come to aid the soul that comes to be there, are there at the moment. No one understands how we all arrived there, but we knew what we needed to do. Just the understanding of the frequency, we understood what all was meant to go to. And once again, my anxious soul, actually my vessel takes from home. I wish I had a badass fucking joint, but then again, it can't always rely on that. I speak to myself. I'm like, shit. Can't rely on it, man. I've been on my coffee drip too much. But back to one anxious soul takes over once again. As I am who I am, I am that. I am all that I am. I am all that I am. Once again, I am within my great selves. I am one higher selves. I am greatness. I am what's true. One's true. The truth one seeks is always within one. Not to seek the truth of the other individual, not to seek the reason of why the other individual did what it did, but to seek ourselves, to why we understand, why we seek, why we were attracted to be in that sort of encounter. Whatever the encounter might be. It might be joy, it might be a moment of pain. But it's for the moment to see. If it brings me more joy, then I continue to do actions that get me closer to that. I continue to do movements that I reach higher potentials of joy, higher potentials of happiness, because there's the different levels. You could be happy with the vessel. The flesh might feel joy, but did the soul feel satisfied at the moment when the vessel was being satisfied? Not really. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you still feel that empty within yourself. So you seek what you could fulfill that. You must, as I did. If you don't, well then you're just a disturbance to earth. This is what the point that I could try to get to all, even to my fucking self. If you came to earth for one reason, and you cannot fulfill the reason your soul was created, then why the fuck are you allowed to be on earth? Any humane? And it's not being cruel. Because in reality, you're being more cruel to the earth that you're stepping on. You're being more cruel to yourself from keeping yourself from becoming what you always meant to. Not myself, I am who I am, and I am fully contented to an activation of my ancient soul on these lands. And I do what I must. But imagine, I was in a moment that I did not satisfy myself. I satisfied my vessel, but not my fucking soul. I still felt empty. Yeah, the vessel felt released. But did my soul feel released? Did my soul obtain any joy? Did my soul receive the love that I was outputting? No. And I started feeling empty. I started feeling drained. And one understood, why does one feel drained? Why we seek that reason, why we come to feel that. Like if something is being sucked out of us. Yeah, we regenerate because that's what the soul does. Hoping that the vessel will connect fully to the soul. I say I did. Thankfully, gratefully, always will be. To the ones from above and beneath all around one, as I understand the projection comes to my soul, to the vessel that I obtained at the moment on this time frame I'm being allowed on earth to fully heal its core. But I understand mine. So now that I see it, and I see all these souls, you're becoming decomposed upon earth. No reason you are being here is bringing more higher frequencies. You're becoming destructions around yourself, becoming more pain, becoming more disturbance. But one continues. And as a mother that I am, all those frequencies that do not belong around my children are blocked. As I know the power tongue I got. So I send the best of the warriors that I have around me spiritually. They don't gotta be seen. They know what to do to block that. Connections can be connected. As a soul that my children contain is sealed, confined, and protected. And the mind beyond measures. As they're always in the sphere, anything negative that comes, they don't absorb it. Instead, they might hear a whisper within their mind to bring them a smile and to make their hearts keep a little more. Because they felt joy. They felt that true love that the earth had for them. They felt the true love that the spirits had for them. As they all know, those are the children of the one that came to be known, that came to be honored, and they came to receive the respect even from hell, and by far the love that the devil never knew it could ever feel or could ever love someone. So imagine how divinely protected they are. That becomes if the sperm donors are no longer sufficient enough to be around them, as they're not benefits in any way or any form. The universe will do what it must to remove them, as they know these souls have a higher purpose on this land. Nothing will ever keep them from fulfilling, as the roads have been clear from every miscreant, as those were their first orders that we heard given out. By who? By myself. By who? By the great one from above and beneath all around. By who? By the co-creator of the destiny of the ancient soul that came to last to remember them all, why we were even created for. Damn. Oh, I fell. But again, you must seek oneself. You must not judge oneself for the wrongdoing. And I judge oneself too for actions that I could do better, for moments that I knew I should have done better. But you know what? At the time or whatnot, I would not blame one, but the energies. All I know, the next time, I'll outdo myself even more. Damn. That's why it was meant for one will always obtain, because it was written for one. That's the best part. And no time will ever be lost, as time is. So I am timeless. That's the best part. I am timeless. As I am timeless, I understand that my time is only permitted for a certain amount of time in certain locations, and I know, and my soul is being felt that my time has came to an end in the locations that I reside. As today will be the end day of one's time here, as we move forward, as my soul moves forward to the next zone that I must be, the next zone that I must change, or in the frequency that we have so much more clear of conscience, as I understood that very well. But one must continue to be joined. But one is grateful and thankful. As for today, oneself, one higher self, only does what it was meant to do. As that for today and for the next following times, I am continuing to only do what my ancient soul desires of one. Is it time to rest? Is it time for movement? Is it time to speak? Is it time to rise? Is it time to show what one does? That is what the universe decides of one. As everything has been co-created, everything has already been written. So there's no change that I must make. There's no decisions that one must take, as it's already been written to its perfection. As for its selection, even to the food, to the smells that I might see, how many butterflies I want to see today, give me 3 or 5. I'll do yourself, my universe, as I did myself in the moment that I took my first breath, as I said yes and I accomplished. So what? One knows that what comes forth is only greater than one thought of. Because I wrote greatness, and my universe outdoes itself because he is greater than great. He is my all, my loyalty, and my true divine love. The love that only seek for, and then one walks lands alone, vessel-wise, spiritually never been. I know every time I look up into the sky, I know I'm being watched by my higher selves, by my great ones, by my archangel souls that came to love that soul every moment you need to be felt. And if I've been seen at the cemetery too much, well then that's my happy place. And trust me, the moments that I feel I'm breaking down in my car, as soon as I step foot on those graveyards, and some might not see it, but I get to feel it. I get to see how they all come to my shield. At the moment I felt I was gonna fall on my knees and just cry, they did not allow me. They said, take a seat, touch the grass. It will make you smile. It will remind you why you're here. It will remind you that you've never been alone. Just like you never left us, we will never leave you, not even for the second you took your breath. And that shit always happens. I walk out better, more stable, more grounded, and more fulfilled because I know that I lay with the great ones. Even if you only see a tombstone, I see their power within their soul that they have. As they no longer feel sorrow, as they no longer stuck in the void, because I shine so much the light. Oh, fuck, I've been there for too much, I guess. I enjoy it. So they always bring joy. And healing to one in ways one can't understand. Abundance in way my soul feels so richful. And what the earth contains, one knows it was a gift for one as I was a gift to it. Oh my God. Oh man. But we call it happy sunrise, that's what it is. I am who I am. I am a divine love to myself and to my universe. I am a great divine true love, and its true dream come true upon this land. I see how beautiful everything was written for one. In the moments I endured so much pain, I felt the tears from my Creator. Always praying, hoping that I never gave faith upon what I had within my soul. I never lost the hope. While the moment came to unravel from my earth, my universe had for one. As I understood, the faith had to be found within one. The word that we seek to understand is always there for us to just find the silence and find the guidance that resides for all. As the guidance for one is not the guidance that the one will receive next. As our journey takes us differently, as my path is only for one. But that is the most beautiful thing. That the language that I understand from the great ones might not be the language that is being spoken to the next soul that comes along. As our levels of allowance is different for each soul. And I guess mine has been here for so many times that I was promised this was my last time I came here. I will fulfill everything I was always created to do. This time it will be it. This time it will all come to it. And then I get to leave. When the time comes that I get to leave. When the time comes that allow me to leave. I won't have to come back. Because everything they asked me to do, I have accomplished. That earth that they seek to see, they will know it as heaven on earth. I was the one that was able to bring it forth. Because I never let go. Hell, I lose fear. They will never know fear again. They understand what hell is. They understand it's a moment that we all endure of the thoughts of scare, the thoughts of fear that we are able to control. The devil only did the deeds that the humans wanted him to do, what they prayed for it to do. So imagine our prayer change. Imagine if we start seeing it differently. What reflections would it be giving? The reflection that we start to see it through. So we learn to see that we don't have to walk in fear nor sorrow, because it's already been endured for too many centuries. The centuries that come before it, they will only know love and peace, joy and happiness, balance, grounded, because they know what it means, as they've been taught. Not the history of mankind destructing themselves, not the history of mankind creating pain in other vessels because they did not like the way of their appearance. They didn't like the way of their knowledge, because they did not know the knowledge. So why we allow that one that speaks smart to continue to talk? They make us look like fools, as they always have been. So imagine, those centuries have passed. They will not come forth anymore. So just say that I'm containing the timelines, and I say fuck that. History will change. Damn. Wars would be a story, not desire to be told. For what? What joy did it bring it? What liberation did it really obtain? The vessels? To what size? To what fragment of liberation do you really obtain? I still see souls so tamed, so chained, with words that they don't understand. I see minds so cluttered with words that they never ever needed to obtain within the mind, but it's a reflection of other thoughts. It's chains that others create to keep them from fulfilling what those souls came for. So fuck it. Like I said, they don't need to see it, but I fucking saw it, and I knew what the fuck I needed to do, and my soul said, fuck it. Let me hop this one real fucking fast. I done too many centuries on the land. I dealt with too many fucking humans not to understand them too damn well. I sense that one love, I already so damn well. My universe remove you really immediately if you're not fulfilling what you need to do. Natural causes of death will be known to too many. Why seek to? They come to understanding, hey, their time was up. They were told to make a decision. The decision they made, they have free will. They have free will to do the decisions. But allow the mind of clutter to continue to make the choices, and never allow the soul to obtain full control of their mind, to fully activate them, to fully guide them to what they were meant to do. And they'll be allowed to walk upon that. But they chose not to. So what I see they need to be removed, reassigned to a different location where the soul will be cleansed, and it'll be a lecture again to do what it was must. At the end of the day, that's not my dues. Everybody has their assignments. I'm here to send some out, and to send the ones I need to come and clear out. Once again, natural causes, death of so many kind. Not on my say, not on my doing. I just brought notice to the unbalance they were containing in the spirit world, or in the realms of monks cannot see. But I can see, because until those alignments come fully to earth, what benefit are we bringing? And if you're not bringing a benefit to the lands that are a gift to those that step on, what I see, it's time to change. It's time to, fuck it. It's already been changed. There's no time. The time is here. As I am here. As I am arrived. As I am have. And as I then came with me. As I open the portals. As I fucking contain the keys, motherfuckers. I let the best ones loose. And the ones that need more instructions, they still hold on real tight. They will be released once they realize how to take off the chains themselves, as I realized too. And so much, it will be so beautiful. It will be known for centuries, and no one will ever remember. Then one day there was injustice to the vessels that walk on earth, as there will be a whisper within the wind. It's just to remind those souls how far they how far they came to come. But they'll realize we only see to the eyes to value the soul that the vessel contains. That's the only value that always matters. not to see the value that they contain within their bank accounts, not to see the value they contain within what they have within their hands. And that's just materialistic. It gets destroyed immediately. But the value that the soul has, that's carried from here on out. From the universe to different planets to different frequencies or timelines. I'm back. Oh man. That's all I gotta say for right now. And I'll continue to speak where I must speak the words that must be said. I never felt timid. I never be shy. As I am confident of who I am within my divine soul. I feel fulfilled being who one is. And I always have my faith within myself. But once again, I am grateful for it all. Grateful for one, grateful for the time, grateful timeless when always been. But once again, we wrap it up. From the ones from above and beneath all around, I give my great thanks. I give my devotion to my Creator. I give my loyalty to my great divine. And always be grateful. May those that always came to my protection feel the love and the protection that I have for them. And they understood. Just being loved by thy ancient soul. Nothing can tamper with us. As the love that one contains. It's a true protection that comes from the universe. To shield that. To understand. Even the universe came to one's aid. Wrap it up. Have a great last day to oneself, to all those that come around.